And our first candidate tonight is Brian McHugh. And I will ask the first question.
Okay.
Please introduce yourself and share with us why you wish to serve on the board.
I'm Brian McHugh, Hopewell Township. When I moved to the area about 4 years ago, I investigated the spending of the school district and saw where I might lend my expertise to the school district so they could save a lot of money. It was rather difficult because I always looked, since I come from several, my work experience is sort of varied. I'm an instructor, I'm an operations planner, and I was always looking for core documentation to describe how the operations of the school district, how the school was operated. And I really couldn't find any core operations plan. I mean, I found core operations planning documentation, but it really didn't contain the information that I was accustomed to reading in a core planning document. And this is where I thought that I could aid my expertise. If you're running a school district, one has to plan. You have to look at, you have to forecast what your needs are, and you have to plan appropriately to satisfy those needs. That's why I thought I could lend my expertise. Thank you.
Brian, I'm not sure you haven't already answered the question I'm about to ask, but let's see. What particular strengths or talents did you bring to the board?
First of all, being an instructor, I have to try to figure out what these people, what students, what co-workers understand. Then I have to keep on varying my approach until I feel they understand. That's one thing. Another thing is, as you know, you work for AT&T. There are several operation centers that are required to do specific work. Being an operations planner, you have to write documentation to get these people interested in the project that you're running. Then you have to work with them, you have to have people skills in order to bring them into the team and really make them give their best efforts, to make the project successful. Another thing that one needs to do is, since I came from the telecommunications environment, you need to understand the technology, equipment technology, what the functionality of each piece of equipment is and how that's going to satisfy its purpose. And so I have the ability to instruct, I have the ability to organize people, the ability to understand functional requirements, enumerated requirements, and that's everything that the school district needs. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. McHugh, thank you for being here tonight. What is your background and experience with service to our school and to the community?
To the community, as you know, right when I moved here, Stony Brook advertised they needed someone to create their website. I'm not sure, maybe Hopewell Elementary had a website, I'm not sure. But I answered the request. I started the website. It took me about 2 days or something like that. I started the website. Everyone was very happy with the website. That's one thing. Another thing, my church was advertised someone to run their website. I said, that's fine. I ran that for a few years. No problems, other than the information that people sent me. But we worked all those problems out. That's fine. And then what I do now is I work for the pharmaceutical industry, developing modeling techniques. And to really satisfy the community, we thought it would be good if we can get all the different modelers from different pharmaceutical companies together and offer more of a benefit to the community. So I applied to the IRS for a tax-exempt organization status. It's called Mosaic. and it's a group of all pharmaceutical companies in the Philadelphia, New Jersey area, and we meet every other month and talk about different modeling techniques. So I got tax exempt status for this company, our organization Mosaic. We meet once in a while, and we satisfy the community by sharing the knowledge among different pharmaceutical companies. So the school, I help with the website, and I also attend several school board meetings and try to help here. It's maybe I'm not so successful, but I try. You can't. No one can fault me for not trying. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. McHugh, thank you for coming tonight, and thank you for your interest in being on the school board. What do you see as the most critical 2 or 3 issues facing our school district?
I think with the, and I have nothing against teachers. I know that our teachers are great. But with the 4% cap on yearly increases, and 60% of our budget is for instruction or for teacher salaries. And I think that the raise they got over 3 years was about 4.8% per year. So that means the school district is going to have to be very careful about reducing spending in other areas to meet the needs of the students. I am definitely for increasing the level of education. People always hear me cutting costs, cutting costs. I'm definitely for cutting costs, but I don't think it needs to be at the expense of cutting the level of education. I think the education quality can be drastically improved.
Good evening. If you disagreed with other board members over some matter, what would you do to achieve some resolution?
The thing that I've done here is I try to be very truthful and forthcoming. I have a website where I publish all the video clips where I speak. I hope I'll be able to publish this one. And I published several of the email exchanges that I've had with administration members and board members. I am willing to discuss with anyone if they think that I'm unbiased in any way. I feel, of course this is a biased opinion, that I'm unbiased. All I do is try to supply the community with the truth. And so I think to avoid conflict, one needs to be truthful. You need no secrets. You need to be truthful, and you need to be open for discussion with anyone. And I think that's the one way to break down barriers for conflict.